Welcome, charioteers. That's my new name for cancers. Welcome, guys, to the Southern Oracles. My name is I'm calling myself the Childlike Empress.
And I'm the Orin.
And this is a love reading for you guys. Okay, so we're speaking specifically to love and relationships. This is a general reading, though. It just means that whatever energies we're picking up for the charioteers is what we're going with, so it may or may not resonate with everyone. But if it does, press the thumbs up button because that's always good. It lets us know that we're on the right track. Um, the way that we do things, so you guys know, we shuffle the cards, we lay the cards out, and then we discuss what we think are the possible situations. And sometimes we agree,
Sometimes we don't.
sometimes we don't, because that's life, right? Like sometimes this will resonate, sometimes it won't, because you can't possibly be right all the time. So it's good because you guys get both perspectives, right, from both of us, and we'll be chiming in throughout the reading to tell you how we see things throughout. Now, for you guys, we pretty much agreed. We only had one thing we wanted to clarify, which was the Ten of Swords cards here. But other than that, I want to let you know who the characters are in this little play of yours. Um, there's
Um,
also to mention, you guys got three aces. So if nothing else, please know that whatever is going on for you, the universe has your back for sure. Whatever it is that you're
Everything's gonna
wanting,
be alright.
it's lining up, right? All y'all need is the pentacles for the actualization of this thing, and you're ready to go. So we did want to mention that. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, the characters. I don't consider princesses and princes or pages and knights characters per se.
Yeah, but some people do.
Some
So
people
we're
do.
just gonna go ahead and read them out.
Yep.
So we have the Page of Cups.
Right. With that being said, you have a lot of princesses and pages. Just
Right.
put it like that, okay?
So and she's the Page of Pentacles,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Earth, and it's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo,
Yep. You've got the Prince of Swords, and that's air. That is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. You've got the Prince of Pentacles.
which is Earth again,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the Fire Prince here,
Fire Knight.
Fire Knight,
Yep.
and which is the fire signs,
Aries,
Aries,
Leo,
Leo, Sag,
Sagittarius. And you've
and
got the King of Pentacles, so Earth
okay,
energy
Earth,
again.
right.
So you've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If I was to consider a character, pretty much he would be right here. As far as any major arcana, we've got the World, which means it can be a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Okay, so
All the
Aquarius coming
fixed
up.
signs.
All the fixed signs are coming up twice for you guys. Okay, Earth energy for some reason being the strongest. Okay, so with that being said, tell you what we see, or what we both see.
Right.
So in your headspace, oh, okay, so this is your head, what you're thinking, your heart, what you're feeling, your heart space, and these cards represent your feet, what you're doing about it, okay?
Right.
What you're
And this is
motivated by,
past, present,
and
future
future. Yep.
energy.
So
And this is
past,
your outcome, the
present,
Ace of
future, and here's your outcome, and sometimes overall, depending on how the spread reads. Um, the reason why I kind of like stopped for a second with your head and heart space, you guys had the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Princess of Pentacles. I think we had the Princess of Pentacles is usually a messenger, can be considered the Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords is about anxiety, fear, a lot of being up in your head about stuff. And then the Seven of Pentacles is somebody who's kind of like meeting things out or measuring things out, or not even that, really just evaluating
yeah, assessing,
something.
taking a step back and assessing how much how much
Time,
your time, yeah, energy that you're putting into a
something, right.
situation
So
and how much you're getting back.
right, because this guy is gardening, and so as he's gardening, yeah, things are coming, things are being, not being, things are, the fruit is being, what is the word? The fruit is on the vine, right? But it's
Yeah.
not quite ripe. It's not ready to be picked yet. So when I say you've got these three aces, that still goes along with it. Almost everything is lining up. Your clarity of thought, right?
Hmm.
Your desire to do something about it,
In your
your
emotions.
emotions, your heart is finally opening up to some degree. But the Ace of Pentacles is not here.
So
So I think you're still in the Seven of Pentacles stage where you finally know what it is that you want. You are ready for love. But what we see is that somebody is ready for love, but they're not getting the options that they're being presented with, or the fruit that they are, the fruit that's on the vine is
they
not
may feel
necessarily
like they're putting in more than what they're getting out.
right. So let's just give you background. It looks almost like to me, if you are a Cancer or a Charioteer who's out here looking for love, trying to find the right one for you, you've been presented with some people, but they're not what you want. The Nine of Swords is where you've got, to me, we almost looked at it as like a checklist because you see how they go down in a row.
Mm-hmm.
The people that you're being presented with are not ticking off your boxes.
Right.
They're actually just setting off your anxieties. They maybe are triggering you
Right.
or whatever. They're just not what you want.
They're not up to your standards.
At all. For whatever reason, you're just not feeling that this is the one. You're not getting the message of, hey, this is the right one for you, even though you're actively, I think, seeking someone who is right for you. And this probably is for people who are single, you know, who just have been through.
But also, if you had just, it could be from someone who's just coming out of a relationship, who's like, I put in my time and effort, this person didn't match up,
Right.
I want someone new.
Yeah, so let's just say this. You're looking for new love. You
Yeah,
are done.
this is not, this is not somebody who's looking to go back to the
an
past.
ex. Yeah,
to an ex, yeah.
we're not getting that energy at all with all of this, these pages, knights, and these aces, and especially this Ten of Swords saying that you're done, and Nine
Yeah.
of Swords, whatever it was you're done with in the world, you ended something, and that's not the focus of the reading. The reading is not about you ending it. The reading is about you looking for the new. That's the phase that you're in.
Because I literally heard the song, I'm looking for a new love.
Yeah.
Who sings that?
Joey Wiley.
Joey
New
Wiley, okay.
love, baby, a new love. So you're in that kind of transitionary period where you are done with the old. You truly are ready for the new. You're ready for love. But what you're encountering or what you're assessing, you may not even be dating, even though I feel that you are, but even the people that you are considering are not what you want. And I think that probably past experiences with hurt and betrayal or whatever have damaged your trust, and so that's kind of hard. I guess there's a lot of red flags almost. Like you just looking at people like this. I don't want this. You know exactly what you don't want. Let's just put it like that.
Right.
You know what you don't want.
But
so,
again, with the Nine of Swords, you may not be thinking clearly. So,
because this is nightmares, right? This is the nightmare card.
It's air energy. So, this is all in your thoughts.
Right.
And to be in your headspace and in your thought space,
Right.
you may not be thinking all that clearly. You may look at somebody and say, "Oh, that's not what I want," based on what happened to you in the past.
Right.
This person could sort of remind you of this person.
Or even I just had the hilarious most.
Right.
King of Pentacles,
And then a
like,
Taurus comes. Right. This
right.
is something that's based on past action.
Right. It could be superficial things. It's not necessarily not that you don't know what you want. You're very clear on it. Like I want what I want. I feel like the thing
right. I want a guy who's 6'7",
right.
who has a British accent. Whatever.
Right.
You want
right.
that.
You want that, and that's fine. Nobody's asking you to lower your standards in that. Never lower your standards. But always, I think with the Ace of Cups here, it's almost the overall energy. Be guided by your heart space first. Not just going with your emotions. Be clear on what you will and won't accept with your Swords card. Ace of Wands, know that you want to be treated well because this is about standing your ground, right? But also, I think the Ace of Cups is the overall because the person that's going to be right for you is going to connect with you and kind of open your heart chakra, your heart space up.
Right. It's going to open your heart space, but it's somebody you're going to be passionate about. And
right.
it's also somebody you're going to have a serious mental connection with.
Right. This person is going to, because you got these three aces, this is the person that's going to be on your mental plane. You're going to desire them. You're going to want this person. They may not look like you are used to, meaning not that they're not attractive. They are, but they're not the usual person that you might go for. They might just be attractive to you. I mean, they might not be the person that you would normally say, this is attractive to me, and I love guys with green eyes and, brown hair or blue eyes and blonde hair or whatever. They're not your usual type. And I think with the Prince of Swords here, especially in your heart space, it's kind of like learning because all pages are students. So I think the message here is just kind of be curious because this is the intellectual student. This is the one that asks a lot of questions. This one kind of uses their intellect to kind of go beneath
well,
the
both
surface.
the Page and of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords.
Yeah, the Page of Pentacles is like a student that's kind of like a book nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So they may do research. So this person's doing research by looking it up. You might find out more about the people, find out about their background and the family. The Prince of Swords would be more the student that asks them questions. Talks to them and says, hey, what are your ideas for 10 years? And maybe getting to know if this kind of person is the kind of person that's right for you. Because I think the mental and physical, there's mental and physical connection with this person. I think that they're asking you to make sure this person's on your level emotionally and also just to delve deeper. You've got so many pages and nights. It's like, ask questions, do research, find out more about this person. That's what we're talking about. Don't lower your standards. Just don't worry about the physical so much as connecting with this person.
Inside.
internally, and
Yeah.
also making sure that y'all have the same values. Right.
Right.
That's what they're asking for you. Right.
Because
The-
again, with the values, we're going into the Knight of Pentacles,
Right.
and the Pentacles to me is all about value.
Yep.
You know, you could be worried about what the person makes and what they do for a living,
Mhm.
and if that's compatible with you, of course.
Right.
But I think it has more to do with your internal values.
Yep.
You have same religion
Right.
or whatever.
Or same, yeah, the same faith, and
Yeah.
he's a singly focused knight. So while they say that he takes a long time, and he probably does, he never comes back around. So for instance, when you always have the fire knight, he is quick, but he also leaves. So he goes back in a circle. This knight is a straight line knight. So I think what they're saying for you as well, because you got so much learning to do. These people, take your time, do the research, ask questions.
It also could be about learning about yourself and what you really want,
Mhm.
instead of just saying a blanket statement. I only like, you know, dark skinned men or light skinned
Right.
men, and just
I only
it
date
just
this kind of right.
yeah, I only date this kind of man. And you're saying no. What is it that you really are looking for?
Right. What,
You
when
know,
you connect with
do you
this
want
person.
somebody with a sense of humor? Do you want somebody
right,
who
values.
yeah,
What
it's
do
about
y'all, right.
yeah,
Where
what
do
do
y'all
you
connect
value?
emotionally? What is it that makes you two the same? That can make this something that flourishes in a sense, because this water is coming out, and underneath it are lotus plants. Is it lotus plants?
Yeah,
They grow
looks
out of
like
the
it.
mud. So what you may think, I keep getting the idea. What you may think is right for you. Say maybe, oh, that's not my type. Maybe that's a muddy type or what. I don't know. It's really a lotus plant. And basically, this love can or is going to blossom into something out of what you may not have seen potential in. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It. Just all they're asking from you overall is to learn. Be not open-minded where you're foolish, but open-minded where you're be cautious a little bit, yeah. But learn. You're here to learn in this relationship. I think be open-minded in the sense of the way a student approaches a teacher, and you
Right.
just want to learn what it is that they have to teach you. And in this case, you're the student, and the universe is the teacher. Okay, they're going to bring somebody to you. I think that's what we're trying to say without saying it. But in order,
Once you figure out what exactly is you want, and I'm not
as far as values, right?
right.
Don't worry about the package. Don't be like, I want a blue Honda or a blue Maserati or whatever. Just be like, I want a car that has less than 20,000 miles,
Right.
that runs really well, that is clean.
That's good to my kids.
That's right.
Who
Has enough room.
respect their mothers.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right.
And I think the universe will bring it to you. You have all aces, and these are all the hand of whatever deity you
Right.
believe in coming from the sky.
Right.
It's literally a gift. You know, this person is.
It's
It's a gift.
Inside
That's
joke.
it.
We'll explain in another video. Okay.
Right, but the person will be a gift. And you will be a gift to this person, because once you figure out what you want, you know what you have to offer and what they have to
Right.
offer.
And that's
that
surprise
sort of thing.
too, right? Because the hands are, I mean, not with this particular Ace of Wands, it's almost like a surprise, like ta-da! You know what I mean? Like a magician does a trick. So the person that the universe has for you, because I still see this as a wand and like that kind of aha moment, is gonna not shock you. It's gonna be a pleasant surprise. It's gonna be like, boom, see, you wanted this, and there it is. And I think even you, we're gonna learn. You're gonna learn some things about what they have for you. When they say, they talk about God, and we're not gonna delve too much into that, but they say you never know what God has for you. It's like that. It's like you want love, and they'll give you love, but you don't even know what they have in store for you. It's gonna be a total.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. There's
Go
an
ahead.
Elton John song that just popped into my head.
One.
I Want Love.
Oh, you want love. So,
But I'm trying to think of what that song is about. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, I just think that, I think even when they do bring the surprise, you're going to realize, wow, this is even better than what, because again, I keep getting this learning thing. It's going to be even more than what you thought it was going to be, the person that they actually do have for you. Once you're clear on, you know what you want, and then from that point on, take the viewpoint of being a student, you know? That's what they're saying. I think once they give this opportunity to you.
But I think it's more or less, I think it's both. I think it's, you have to delve deeper into the person, but as well as yourself. It's not going to be the type where you're going to be like, I want this. You have to be clear about what you want, and they will bring it to you. But I don't think it's going to be on a physical level. Not that you're not going to be attracted to this
You
person.
are going to be attracted to this
It's
person.
not, you have the attraction card right in the center, front and center. It isn't that.
I think it's just going to be a shock to you. It's going to be a surprise to you that you are attracted to this person because they're not usual to you. That's why I keep getting the Princess story. That's somebody who's learning. It's almost spiritual. I see why you keep getting that. Like, it's almost spiritual. It's like being with this person is going to bring about a certain amount of mental growth for you too. Like and everything when the universe is involved has to do with our own growth and our own expansion. Being with this person is going to put you, instead of being where you were at the Ten of Swords, you were done with that, you knew everything you needed to know about that level, right? Now you're leveling up, and so you're starting at the beginning again. Now you're a
Well, see,
novice in that level.
this world card is telling me that you have to be open-minded.
Yes, she's.
And it could be that it's from somebody from a totally different world from you.
Yes, yes. With the Prince of Pentacles and the world, this person could be totally different culture than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again,
They may feel like they're from Mars and you're from Venus.
Type of deal, right?
Yeah.
You know, they might just be like someone foreign to you. That's just what we keep getting, like somebody who's foreign to you. But again, you're done with the old cycle. You're done with the old person, because this also signifies the ending of a cycle.
Yeah.
So you're done
but
with
that
the
also
old.
looks like, with this Ten of Swords, it looks like you're done with this checklist.
Yes.
You're putting an end to that.
Yes.
You're like, I'm not going to be worried about whether he's 6'7".
Right.
You know what I mean? If
Right.
he's 6 feet tall, he's for me.
So
Whatever.
let's parse it out so we can kind of break it up for you. In the past, you were kind of evaluating your options because you had either gotten out of a relationship or you've been single for a little while, but you are single, whatever charioteers we are resonating with, and you kind of looked at the things around you, evaluated people who you thought might be potentials, and they weren't up to par.
Yeah, it also could be that you were questioning your decision making in the past. You could have picked somebody before, or picked a bunch of people before who checked off those boxes.
Who seemed to be right, but weren't ready. They weren't right. They weren't right for you. They just weren't either ready, because this has to do with readiness too, or they weren't right for you. You realize that in your heart space, and so now you're being very cautious. Or that was what in the
because
past.
This is what you're doing, yeah.
Right. So in the past, that might have led to you
being cautious,
having a checklist, saying I want what I want when I want it. You know, this is who I want, and I'm only going to settle for this particular person.
Right. Well, basically, you're not going to settle.
Or not settle, exactly.
Right.
Meaning you stand in your ground. You only want what you want, and so I think that your foot space. I think that's changing, and now we're coming into the future where I think you're learning that you have to be more open.
Yeah, with that Page of
Pentacles, and then also the world, and the Ten of Swords. I think now you're done with that checklist. Maybe you're just like, I just want love, because you have the Ace of Cups here as your overall and your outcome. And I think that you're learning that you don't maybe need a checklist. You can just, the Princess of Pentacles again is a page, so that's somebody who is a student. So I think that you're going to start doing more research, maybe figuring out what it is that you want, what you know that you want in love. You know what I mean? And then that is when...
Right, because ultimately this is what you need. You want
you just want somebody who's your match.
Your match, your equal.
You come to the conclusion from your own research that you want somebody who's your equal, because you got the Giovanni Fanciulla and the Grand Signore, and they're a match. See, she's wearing her red cloak, he's wearing his red cape, she's wearing her blue dress, he's wearing his blue chemise, I don't know, and then his little tight shirt. They are an absolute match. He belongs with her. And so all you're longing for with Baranza card, or you're hoping for, is a new love that matches you.
And
that's what you're asking. And now you're letting the universe do the work. Right. The new love that's going to be right for you is going to be the person that matches you, even if it's not somebody that you definitely would have chosen in the past. Just put it like that.
Right.
And that kind of goes along with this. The oracle cards that we got for you, just overall advice.
So we're going to pull them up because I know there's a terrible glare.
So the first one is the Five of Cups, which is sadness.
It's sadness. So that's where your headspace was at.
Mm-hmm. Or is at.
Or is at currently.
Past or present,
We have the King of Pentacles, which is trust.
Yeah.
And again, that goes along with trusting your intuition, because you may have picked people who you thought checked the boxes and then it turned out that they didn't.
Right. And trust in the universe that they're going to bring you the person that is right for you, because you got 3 aces. So that's what I'm saying. We got you. We got the person for you.
We got the Four of Cups, which indicates boredom.
Yeah.
And that could go along with you, the Seven of Pentacles, you dating people or getting out there, but not really branching your circle, your comfort zone.
Yeah, so that's, okay, this was kind of going back to this foot space. This could be your circle, your world.
Your inner circle, yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe what's going on now is that you're kind of cautiously stepping out of your circle with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, and kind of going slowly towards a new path. That's why we said this person may not be somebody that you know. It's somebody outside of your circle. You're kind of done dating people that you're comfortable with, people that you know, maybe they have the same jobs as you, friends of friends, that kind of thing. And I think that you're cautiously stepping into maybe looking at people who are different from you. You know what I mean? Because the world is
And
kind of
that
like
might
the
be
heart of it.
causing you anxiety, a degree of anxiety too, because
It's new.
it's new for one, and then you might be worried about what other people think because you do have an excess of pages and nights in this spread, so you could be
Yes.
worried about what other people might think or say.
Say,
Yeah.
yes. All the messages, what people around you are telling you and saying to you and things like that. So that definitely could
So
be it.
that would be more trusting yourself
Mm-hmm.
and saying, look, I don't need anybody else's opinion. I
Follow
know
my
what I
heart.
like.
Right.
Right, you're gonna follow.
I wouldn't be surprised if the next time we do a reading, if it's this along the storyline, you would get the Pentacles. It really should be on the
Right.
floor. That's the
And
next
in
step.
some instance, you do because you have the Knight of Pentacles, which he's holding out that one pentacle.
Yep.
You have the Page of Pentacles, who's holding out that one pentacle,
Yep.
and you have the King of Pentacles, who's holding out that one
Right. The
pentacle.
next stage is
So,
definitely
yeah.
the manifestation, the reality, the real person, the 3D of this want, desire. Well, this want and desire, clarity of thought and because your thoughts inform your feet. So your thoughts inform your steps. So if you know what you want and you are sure that you want it, you're going to go after it. And you're going to do it.
Basically, I just heard if you think, what is that phrase? If you could
Whatsoever
think
man-
it,
If
you could achieve it. If
Oh.
you dream it, what is that? It's like a. It was just in my head a
you
second
believe
ago.
it, you can, I don't.
Yeah, if
believe
you
can
if
achieve
you-
it. I don't know. If you guys know it, put it
dream
down
it.
there.
It was just in my head,
It
like
sounds
literally
it
2
sounds
minutes
like one
ago.
of those things that were in like the guidance counselor's office.
Yeah.
But I think I know what you're talking about. So, well, if you
Okay.
build it, how about this? If you build it, they will come type of deal.
Yeah.
You have to do the groundwork, the legwork, the learning for this to manifest, for the
Okay.
pentacle to become.
And so your last bit of advice, you have activity.
Yep.
And that again, can you pull that up? Because there's a horrible
Sure
glare.
can.
Yeah, and again, it's just go out and, expand your world, expand
Yes,
your universe.
yes.
DC, go to Marvel. Marvel, go to DC, whatever.
Yes. Don't just stick with DC World. I have to be a fan of both. Though I do favor DC because, comic book wise, they're strong.
I mean, just don't.
You taste Marvel. See if you like those characters. Hey, no big deal, right? But that's what they say. The Knight of Wands is activity. So maybe do things differently than you would do.
Right.
So this is your world. If you usually go to dinner and a movie, why not go
To an art show.
to an art show? Or even go create pottery or something like that.
And you might meet somebody.
That's different than you, but that's
Right.
perfectly complementary. That is your match. I think that's what they're saying. Yeah, you're bored with the options in front of you, but I think that's because what you had in front of you is what you've always had.
Yeah, what you've always known.
Right. And so I think that the activity is going to do something different. Follow your heart. Like, just try to do maybe things that you were interested in, but you didn't pursue. Maybe you like singing, but you never did anything with it. Maybe go out and join a choir or something like that, and then you would find somebody. And with this trust card, it's telling me kind of with the trust card being here, it's almost like with activity, I keep getting a like confidence, believing in yourself. So she's saying intuition. I see it somewhat like that, but just expanded, where it's just like kind of be confident when you do these things. Because I don't know, you got the 9 of Swords in your energy, and like the 10 of Swords in your feet, and sadness here in the Oracle. So just do things you enjoy. That's what I mean to say. Like, kind of go for it. Does that make sense? It's like, the activity when they say Knight of Wands, he's kind of
Even if
reckless.
it means going alone, though.
Have
Even if
fun,
it means,
right,
yeah.
right. Have fun and do things. Do you?
Date you.
Date you, right? Do
Yeah.
you? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just do you. Don't be. The boredom comes from the lack of doing the activities that's going to stimulate your mind. So do you really just follow your passions? That's what I mean. Like, follow your passions, because the Ace of Wands is right here in the center of everything. Follow your passions, and I think that that's going to lead you. Your heart, follow your passions, do you, and be confident, have fun. Just really just go out and have fun. And I think that that's going to kind of open you up to what they have for you. It's like lined up. So if you're a charioteer and that's where you are at, that is our advice for you.
Right.
Okay?
And that was your reading for April.
That was your love reading anyways. If you guys see yourselves in a situation and it did resonate, please like
Share.
and subscribe.